Nate and Sully must return for more adventures, right? After those two post-credit scenes at the end of the first installment, fans have started coming up with different theories regarding the plot of the much-needed continuation. This sequel will be much different from its predecessor. Wonder why? Keep watching to find out. The most important thing for now is that Uncharted has unused video game source material. Do we need more films and series based on video games? Yes, we do. Following the release of Uncharted and The Last of Us, people realized that this is the only thing that could save the film industry. The good thing is both Uncharted and The Last of Us have plenty of source material to draw from, meaning that Uncharted 2 is most definitely happening. Based on one of the best video game series of the same name, Uncharted took the world by storm, with fans continuously asking for a follow-up while coming up with various theories regarding the future of the fan-favorite characters.
Oh, crap.
The first installment had some incredible storylines which led to wild plot twists, but the most prominent feature of the film was, according to me, the perfectly chosen cast ensemble. Tom Holland's Nathan Drake was perfect. In the film, viewers follow Nathan as he embarks on his first treasure hunting mission. Sony did an amazing job as well, as it tried to stay as loyal to the source material as possible. The good news is that Uncharted leaves viewers on what seems to be a cliffhanger that occurred in the two post-credit scenes featured in the film.
The whole world you haven't seen, but you will. Promise, Sam.
There are some fans who think one film is enough and making a sequel would be wrong. Others claim that creators should have stayed completely true to the source material. What do you guys think? We have to consider the fact that these are two completely different mediums, and even if the creators wanted to stay completely loyal to the source material, they were unable to do so. Since Uncharted has an enormous fan base from its video games, Sony is likely to do not one but more continuations. After all, most they care about is viewership and, well, money. Uncharted did a couple of what fans think to be unnecessary changes, including changes to Nate and Sully's origin. Other than that, the film was great. Do you guys think Uncharted should go beyond its first installment? Let us know.
Well, I don't really know what the path to ancient treasure is supposed to look like.
More ancient?
Now, based on some fan-made-up theories, Nate and Sully's future seems quite dark and uncertain. Before we get into some crazy theories, let's see if Sony plans to make a sequel, shall we? Based on Sony's response to the first film, a sequel is most definitely happening. Apparently, the fellas at Sony were so happy with the response to the first film that they referred to it as a franchise. While we're still waiting for an official confirmation, Sony already confirmed that they're interested in making more than 2 movies. Of course, the future of the franchise will depend on how well the second installment will perform. There are 9 total Uncharted games, and the first movie followed the events of the first 2 games. We have more good news in store.
Hey, you want to go show them what's what?
That's nice. Let me see for a second.
Yeah, nice, huh?
Yeah, real nice.
Hey!
Director Ruben Fleischer already confirmed he has some beautiful ideas for Uncharted 2, so it looks like it's just a matter of time until Sony comes up with an official announcement that will confirm the sequel. We also know that you need to smash that subscribe button and like button if you haven't done it already. Okay, seriously, the first installment was released on February 18, 2022, exactly 1 year later. We're still waiting for the company to give a green light to the second much-needed chapter.
You and Sully were just as eager to screw me over as they were.
Look, I'm not Sully, okay?
Hallelujah!
Shortly after the release of the first film, Sony director Tom Rothman did an interview with Deadline. In the interview, he referred to the film as a brand new franchise. There are some rumors suggesting Sony gave up the sequel, which is why they've been quiet, but those are only rumors for now. We have no reason to worry about because the movie did pretty well at the box office, taking $400 million, and again, the ending of Uncharted proves there's gonna be a sequel. Okay, let's talk about the conclusion of the first movie. In it, viewers discover that Sam Drake, Nate's brother, is alive. We also find out that he ended up in prison. The exact location is not revealed, and that's obviously on purpose. We know that the creators wanted to set up the plot for the next chapter with this storyline in order for Nate to go on a search for his brother. But this isn't all. The end of the first film also introduces another character, Gage, who works for Roman. Roman is, for those unfamiliar, one of the biggest villains in the video game series. Gage's purpose is to take Nate's ring, which belonged to Sir Francis Drake. This storyline also sets up the plot for the sequel, don't you think so? So who else is on board for Uncharted 2? Tom Holland is expected to return as Nathan Drake in the next installment. He's the central character after all. Mark Wahlberg would have to return as Victor Sullivan. Sophia Ali was a great addition as treasure hunter Chloe Fraser, and based on her storylines in the video game, she needs to return too. As I mentioned before, the credit scene features Nate's brother Sam. He's alive, but his brother thinks he's dead. We know he'll be an essential part of the potential sequel. The director of the movie, Ruben Fleischer, told Cinema Blend that he's got a list of actors who could play Sam. He also said that he couldn't promise that Sam would be in the next movie, but he thinks it's really important to bring that character back. He further explained how important it was for them to make sure we know that Sam is out there somewhere. Nate doesn't know, someday he'll find himself and meet him again. One character we don't expect to see in the follow-up is Antonio Banderas' Moncada.
You're a collector.
I dabble.
I don't dabble.
And again, the second post-credit scene featured Pilo Asbæk as a mysterious new villain called Gage. Based on this, Gage will be given a lot of screen time in the next movie, but there are some characters who weren't introduced in the first film, and they're an essential part of the Uncharted story. One of them is the fan-favorite Elena Fisher, a character that serves as Nate's main love interest in the video games. In Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, they get married and welcome a baby girl. Naturally, fans expect to meet her in the following Sony adaptations.
This is Sam. Sam Drake. My brother.
If the creators include Sam in the next movies, we would also meet Rafe Adler. He is one of the main characters in A Thief's End. Nothing has been confirmed yet, and once the creators release an official cast list, we'll give you an update. Make sure to share your theories regarding the story of Uncharted 2. Maybe we'll use your very own theory for our next video.
Doesn't say what happens after we turn the keys.
Do we have a potential release date? Since we're still waiting for Sony to give us an official confirmation about the sequel, we don't have a release date yet. We can guess, but again, there are only speculations as nothing has been confirmed yet. The bad news is that Sony might decide to make a continuation, and that would disappoint so many fans.
Oh. This means a lot to me.
The first Uncharted film started production in July 2020 and finished in October of the same year. In July 2021, they did some reshoots. There were also some short delays, and the first installment was released in cinemas in February 2022, a full year and a half after filming wrapped up.
God, you guys never stop, do you? Look, if we want to get the gold, we're gonna have to figure out a way to trust each other.
So let's say the sequel is given a green light soon and starts production in 2023. We'll see the film sometime in 2025 at the earliest. But the most important thing for now is that Sony gives a green light to another chapter. We also know that you need to smash that subscribe button and notification bell so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. We should also consider the fact that Tom Holland said he wants to take a break from acting after finishing work on the Apple series The Crowded Room. We can't blame him. After all, he's been quite busy with the Spider-Man movies. Maybe Sony will recast the character. What do you guys think about that? See you in the next video.